Okay, hi everybody. This is my problem with my skate, which I purchased from the Skate Authority. Um, it's a Tony Zane Advantage, I think it was the model. It's a Tony Zane boot made by Vanilla with a Power Tracks plate, and it's got the aluminum trucks and the backspin wheels, which I've removed because I've had to send these back to the manufacturer. There's a problem with the boot, and I'm here to explain to the best I can of what I think is going on with these skates. So the problem with these skates is actually inside the boot. Now, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get a good camera angle of this, but we're gonna try. So in the boot, it's hard to tell because it's black. Maybe some light in there. In the boot, see those rivets right there? There's 4 of them. So those rivets, what I think has happened is I think that when somebody mounted the boot onto this plate with those rivets, there's 4 rivets, and I think what they did was they drilled the holes too far out. Okay, so instead of having the drills, you put the plate on there and you mark it, and you drill exactly where it needs to go. I think what happened was someone was either a rookie or I don't know, but they drilled the holes just maybe 1/8 of an inch too wide. Okay, so then they put the rivets through and they were too wide. So in an effort to fix that, what they did was they squeezed the holes together, okay, which created on the inside of the boot, it created a bump. And the bump's raised about, it's almost imperceivable unless you feel it with your hand, because you can't see it because the sole's black. But if you run your hand on the boot, if you run your hand this way across the sole in between those rivets, you'll feel it. I mean, it's significant. It's so significant that when you have a insert in the skate, you can feel it. And what happened was I got these skates, started skating on them, and pretty much almost instantaneously started getting foot pain. And I skated on them for about a month, and ultimately I had to stop skating because I developed plantar fasciitis in my left foot. Okay, so what happened was I stopped skating for a couple of weeks, went back, skated, and instantly the foot pain came back, and then I went, wow, what's going on with these skates? And I started looking into it, took the sole out, and then figured out what the issue was. Called the manufacturer, or let me rephrase that. Called the Skate Authority, told them what happened, wrote them a letter. They said send it in. I sent it in. Just got the skate back yesterday. Super unhappy, and here's why. So what they did was they re-pounded down the rivets. And then in the process of that, let's look real close right here. See those nice scratches on my plate? Yeah, awesome, right? So this is basically a $700 skate, which now has a scratched up extruded aluminum plate because it was supposed to go back and get repaired. However, it didn't get repaired. They just pushed these rivets down farther. And if you look at the side of this boot right here, you get the camera angle right there, you'll notice it's not flat. The boot on right here, see how it kind of wobbles? There's a wobble in there. That is right in between those rivets. That's what we're talking about. See, you can see from this angle right here, that boot's not flat. It should lay flat. It doesn't. It's killing my foot. So this is not my first pair of skates, obviously. I've been skating for a long time. This is an example of what a boot should look like. It's flat. You put a ruler up there. It's flat. It's installed. There's no light. Here's another issue. Check this out. So the boot itself, look at that. So we can see, I can put a flashlight on it. Look at that. Can you do that with your skate boot? Can you push up on it? I bet you can't. If it's installed properly, the boot's not going to lift away from the plate. So what happened is there's pressure coming from these rivets to here, which is allowing this boot to curve up. So this skate is pretty much shoddily put together. I mean, it's bad. These are my wife's skate. It's the exact same skate, just a different size. And you'll notice it's the boot. She doesn't have any problems with these skates, and it's flat. There's no issues with the plate. There's no wobbles here. this is how it's supposed to look. It's supposed to be flat, and she doesn't have any problems on the insoles. It's flat. You can feel it, compared it, and it's absolutely flat. So, in conclusion, not really. Here's what's going on. I want to be very clear because this is for the Skate Authority. This is my gripe. Here's my mock-up of the sole of the boot. Okay, should lay flat like this. You put your bolts through it, boom, no problem. You put pressure on it, and it does that. It curves up. So what's happened is someone's put these things in there like this, and they were out wide, and they squeezed it, and it did that, right in the center of my boot. Okay, just like that. That's what it looks like. So Nicole at Skate Authority, that exactly is what's going on with my boot. So it needs to be like this, and it's like that. So hopefully we can get this resolved, and this is my YouTube video. Looking forward to hearing from the Skate Authority, if not Vanilla, and either getting a refund or getting some new skates that I can actually skate on, because I'm really disappointed in the situation right now. Thanks for listening.